He was sick.
I ain't see this.
He was like, you so fast, nigga.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, Devin Booker
Devin
had said
Booker
this
is
to
a
Paul
light
George.
skinned. He's a whole light skinned thug, bro.
She feeling saucy, I'm feeling sturdy. I got a 4-piece, up in the 30. They tryna hold me, shoot like Curry. They feeling salty, I'm feeling sturdy.
Um, Moving on to one of our favorites. Paul George and Devin Booker had gotten into it, where Devin Booker had called him soft, putting it
Oh
lightly,
man.
and Paul George wasn't
What'd he
too happy
say?
about that right there.
What'd he
Yeah,
say?
yeah, he was sick. He was sick.
I ain't see this.
He was like, you so fast, nigga.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, Devin Booker
Devin
had said
Booker
this
is
to
a
Paul George.
light skinned. He's a whole light skinned thug, bro. Remember he was in that incident where the NBA player came and got him, and it was like the nigga was going to get his big brother, and they got them niggas on camera, and Devin Booker was sitting in on the niggas in the hotel. Yo,
Yeah,
that nigga Devin Booker is a thug, yo.
so yeah, Dev said that the PG-13, and looked like they was about to get into some scuffle. PG wasn't backing down. And then we're asked about it. PG was basically saying, "Yo, I know, like, last year playoffs happened, but you guys are living in the past. I'm not soft. You ain't just gonna try me like that, and I'm gonna have to step up every time I'm step two." So that was PG's response. How do we feel about that? And do we feel like he was right in what he was saying about defending himself?
Yo, he did this shit to himself, man. Um, all he had to do when he came back from being injured is just ball. He came back and it was just complaint after complaint until he got what he wanted, and then he had a really good year, and then he got hurt, and then he had some really down years, some really poor moments, man. I don't really know what Paul George can do to win back public perception, right? Because I don't even know if it's playing good anymore. Because everybody's just going to be like, "Oh, okay, well, we already know that you can play basketball good. It's just everything else that you don't do well, and
Mm-hmm.
we're always laughing at you all the time." So I don't know. I don't know what Paul George does next. Is he right from defending himself? Sure, I guess. But I mean, when Devin Booker is bullying you, you already lost.
Maybe Devin Booker and CP3. They both got under his skin.
Yeah, like
Yo,
This is Roy coming to you from Prolific Culture. We want to say thank y'all for tuning in and checking us out. Please hit that like button, comment, and subscribe so we can keep bringing y'all these dope videos. One kind of love and good vibes only. Everybody, please be safe out there and take it easy. One.
check this out. Paul George is finished. What he needs to do mentally, he needs to sign up and figure out if he can find a nigga that's still doing Mamba mentality because he don't got no killer instinct. His mind, he needs to do the LeBron shit, shut his social media down, stop reading the comments, and he need to lock into his craft. And he need to start destroying niggas. Like that's the only way the public will get off his ass. Until then, it's too questionable. One night you play real good, Kawhi play like oh shit, and one night you play like oh you 2 nights you play like oh shit, Kawhi played mediocre for like yo. One of them has to step up and take full accountability for who is the leader of that team and who is the fucking sidekick or the wing guy. You know what I mean? Until then, we got two niggas like that's really not alpha males trying to be the leader of a big franchise and an elite team, and it is hard. You know what I mean? And they traded out a lot of pieces that were good there. When they lost Montrez, they lost a little heart. You know, now,
they didn't just lose a little heart; they lost their entire bench. They're the worst bench of all time,
yeah,
minus two
man.
hundred and fifty.
So now you got to say, all right, this is what Ty Lue is working with. He's working with a nigga whose mental right now is not sharp. You know, so he's going to have those up games. He's going if he comes out hitting his first shots, he's going to probably have a good game. If he comes out missing, he's probably going to stink the gym up because mentally he ain't there right now. So until he makes certain changes, Paul George, you're going to keep seeing niggas test him like that. And then after he tested, the nigga come back and splash the 3 in his face. Then the next night, somebody hit a buzzer beater on the nigga. Like, no, they don't respect him. Like, they like to even pull out.
They're looking for him, right?
Oh, that somebody was Steph Curry. He was wilding on.
No, it was Andrew Wiggins too. Andrew Wiggins.
Oh yeah, it was Andrew Wiggins that had to step back, and then Steph took him to the corner with like a minute left, and then he said, "I got one for you too."
Yeah, for no reason.
He said, "Flacca." He said, "Look at our team."
She feeling saucy. I'm feeling sturdy. I got a 4-piece. Up in the 30. They tryna off me. She like Curry. They feeling salty. I'm feeling sturdy.